Hey, welcome back to Great Day Live here at Northeast Christian Church on Brownsboro Road. Tyler McKenzie joining us here. Tyler, of course, the head pastor, who's one of the driving forces behind everything that's associated with the Love the Ville movement. One of the things that I think people are always surprised to learn is the amount of support that you guys are able to help provide to the refugee communities, which is a growing community in the city that also is something that surprises people.
Yeah, so if you could imagine, if you will, being so desperate or feeling so insecure and afraid that you literally leave behind all of your things, uproot your family, usually go live in some sort of temporary living situation, we'd call it a refugee camp of some sort, sometimes for years, in order to get into a country where you can't speak the language, they might not recognize your degree or your resume, if you will, you've got no friends, no family. Just imagine being in that place of life. Every year we have hundreds of people just like that from around the world who end up here in Louisville. I was actually surprised to find out several years ago that Kentucky was in the top 10 in terms of refugee intake, and most of the people that end up, most of the refugees from Kentucky, or that end up in Kentucky, end up in either Owensboro or Louisville. So, I mean, every year, hundreds of folks from around the world coming here, and they need help. They need a friend. They need a guide, if you will, that can help them unleash their human potential in a new place.
And when you say they need help, I mean, people need to understand what that help is.
Yeah.
I know we recently received some refugees from Afghanistan that the church helped. I think it was Kentucky Refugee Ministries, a partnership there. But that was a full wraparound service. And you were right, they need a friend, and you all helped provide that. There were people who were in their lives helping them with every facet.
Yeah, so literally just a few years ago, me and a few of my friends got to welcome a refugee family from the Democratic Republic of Congo. And the sort of things that this beautiful family needed were basically things, just get them up on their feet. So we helped introduce them to their local school system, get them plugged into JCPS. We helped them get into a housing situation and just get some furniture in the house. And we took them down to where the local grocery store was. We took them to a Lou City soccer game just to show them, hey, like, this is the local sports scene. Basic things, you know, we exchanged our numbers and where our church was and our addresses, and said, you know, we're here for you and we just want to help you get on your feet. Help them get English language classes, so on and so forth. Fast forward 4 years later, because of those sort of wraparound services, they've had another kid. They've purchased their own home.
Wow.
This summer, I got a picture from my buddy. He had a key to his, I was like, you've got your own home, and they are contributing citizens to our city. So,
well, I appreciate you sharing that. I know we kind of took a bit of a pause from food insecurities, just because thanks for indulging me, just because I thought that was important. But coming up after the break, we are going to dive back into the food insecurity situation that's happening around the city with somewhat of an oasis that's happening in one area of our community. We're going to tell you about the Parkland Food Mart. That's coming up.